So, I was reading this fascinating review about a self-help book on eating disorders and exercise addiction,
Oh,
and
yeah?
it's really something.
Really? What's it called?
It's called Med Kroppen some Gidsel, or Hostage in Your Own Body, by Mia Beck Lichtenstein, Cecilie Hermanni, and Hanne Miris Møller.
Right.
It's all about breaking free through safe relationships.
Safe relationships? That's interesting. How does that work?
Well, the authors argue that while building safe relationships is crucial, it's not the only thing needed to recover.
So they don't think relationships alone can cure these issues?
Exactly. They emphasize that besides relationships, you
Yeah.
also need nutritional and behavioral changes, focus on emotional needs, and work on attachment.
Attachment theory plays a role here?
Absolutely. It's like they use attachment theory to explain how these disorders develop and how to heal.
Oh, I see.
It's really insightful.
But isn't attachment theory more about childhood bonds?
Well, yes, but they apply it to understand current relationships too.
Right.
It helps in addressing that emotional hunger for close, safe connections.
That makes sense. So the book isn't just for those struggling, but also for loved ones?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's beneficial for relatives and professionals who want to understand treatment from an attachment perspective.
That's really comprehensive.
It is. The authors include stories from 2 former clients, which
Oh,
adds
nice.
a real personal touch.
Personal stories can be so powerful.
Totally. They illustrate the psychologist's points and show the daily pain and anxiety people face. It's quite moving.
I can imagine. Do they offer practical advice too?
Yes, they provide advice and guidance on how to work through relationships to break free from these disorders.
Okay,
Plus, how relatives and professionals can offer support.
that's really helpful. But do they address that everyone's experience is different?
Oh, absolutely. They make it clear that the book only provides one piece of the
Right.
puzzle. They don't want readers to feel wrong if they can't relate to everything.
That's so important because these issues are so complex.
Exactly. There are many factors influencing these disorders, so
Yeah.
treatment needs to be individualized.
You know, sometimes self-help books make it seem like one size fits all.
True, but this one avoids that.
That's
It
good.
acknowledges the complexity of the diseases.
I'm curious, do they mention how patients often seek stories from others?
Yes, they note that patients want to hear how others have become free from their disorders. It inspires hope.
Hope is so crucial in recovery.
It really is. And these personal narratives provide that.
Right.
They give insight into their treatment journeys.
That's invaluable. But do they discuss the role of professionals enough?
Well, they do cover how professionals can support the person affected.
Okay,
It's geared towards both patients and those around them.
got it. So it's a resource for everyone involved.
Exactly. It's comprehensive in that way.
Yeah.
It's not just for the individual struggling.
That's great. Sometimes families feel lost on how to help.
Totally. And this book offers guidance. It helps bridge that gap.
You know, I wonder if focusing on relationships might overshadow other treatments.
That's a fair point. But the authors stress that it's part of a holistic approach,
Right.
not the sole solution.
I see. So it's about integrating multiple strategies.
Exactly. It's about combining relationship work with other necessary changes, like
Yeah.
behavior and nutrition.
That makes sense. Recovery isn't linear after all.
Precisely. It's multifaceted, and the book acknowledges that complexity.
Sounds like a valuable read.
It really is. The reviewer, Inger Becker, even highlights how touching the personal stories are.
Oh, wow.
It adds depth to the professional insights.
Personal and professional perspectives together make it powerful.
Absolutely. It's like getting both sides of the coin. It enriches the understanding.
I'm definitely adding this to my reading list.
You should. It's not just informative, but also gives hope. And that's something we all could use.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for sharing this.
Anytime. I'm glad we could chat about it.
Yeah.
It's such an important topic.
It definitely is. Let's discuss more on this soon.